Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to dive into a kind of unofficial human record book. We're not just looking at who's the fastest or the strongest, but at the absolute outer limits of what a human being can be, what they can think, and what we can achieve. So let's kick things off with a number that just stretches the very definition of what's physically possible.
Okay, let's start with a number that feels almost mythological. 8 feet, 11.1 inches. That was the incredible height of Robert Pershing Wadlow, the tallest man in recorded history. He was born back in 1918 in Illinois, and he just kept growing. I mean, at his peak, a basketball net would have been below his eye level. But that extreme height, well, it came at a cost. He very sadly died at just 22 years old from an infection caused by a faulty leg brace. His life is really a stark reminder of that fragile line between a record-breaking body and the incredible physical toll of pushing those biological limits.
But you know, human extremes aren't just physical. You could argue the outer limits of the mind are even more fascinating. So how do we even begin to quantify something like genius? Is it just a number, a specific skill? Let's turn the page now to the really complex world of intellectual precocity. So, when we talk about intellectual extremes, it's not just one big category. Researchers have actually identified some pretty distinct types. First, you've got prodigies, who show this adult-level performance in a really specific field, and it often takes a ton of family support. Then there are savants, who have this intuitive, almost magical access to the rules of a domain, like music or math, but they can't consciously explain how they do it. And then you have kids with extraordinarily high IQs, who just display advanced abstract reasoning across the board. And speaking of high IQs, get this number, over 200. This was the estimated IQ of a woman named Edith Stern. Just a day after she was born in 1952, her father announced his plan to mold her into the perfect human being. It was called the Edith Project, and it was intense. She was only exposed to classical music, she was forbidden from hearing baby talk, and by the time she was 5, she had read the entire Encyclopedia Britannica. She ended up going to college at 12 and earned a PhD in math. It's a testament to an extreme intellectual experiment for sure, but it also raises some really profound questions about the cost of that kind of manufactured genius. Now, here's another number for you, 160. This was the estimated IQ of the theoretical physicist Stephen Hawking. And while he was, without a doubt, a genius who fundamentally changed how we see the universe, Hawking himself had a very different take on how important these scores actually are. For Hawking, it was never, ever about the number. The real measure of intelligence wasn't some score you could just boast about. It was about the application of that intelligence.